Hello, my name is Brian Burnham, and this is Module 1, Mission, Vision, and Personal Statements for EDL 852, Intro to School Administration. My school logo is there on the right as you're looking at the screen. I do teach at Summit High School. We are the Spartans. And then on the left is the logo from my college, Middle Tennessee State University. We are the Blue Raiders. Pegasus is our mascot. And then that's a picture of the football stadium at MTSU. I did not play football in college, but it is an important part of my life as a coach. So I just wanted to put, my school's stadium right there. And then there's a picture of me. I haven't put a picture of myself on any of my presentations, so I hope that separates this one from other ones that might look similar. Some personal demographics. I've lived in Tennessee most of my life. I moved around a little when I was younger. My mom was working up her way up the career ladder at the Veterans Affairs Hospital for the federal government. We lived here. We moved officially in May of 1989. Bought our house in October of that same year. And then I started going to school full-time in the area that I grew up in. I graduated college from MTSU in December of '03. So I've kind of got a weird teaching experience of 18 and a half years. I'm going into my 18 and a half year. Majored in special education with a focus in mild to moderate disabilities. I've taught both mild to moderate disabled students and severe profound, comprehensive, some schools call them different things, special needs. Is what I've been doing for the last 11 years. I'm also certified to teach driver's ed and personal finance, but I haven't done anything in those areas. I do teach driver's ed in the summers here in Williamson County where I teach, but they don't offer it as a class during the school day. I coach football for the same amount of time that I've been a teacher. However, I did take 2 years off while I was teaching at the previous school I was at. But because I was coaching while I was still in college, those 2 years kind of canceled each other out. Picture of the Tennessee state flag there. Just for your reference, and then the Middle Tennessee State University logo. Every time I see the Tennessee State flag, it looks like it should be backwards, and the pole should go here where the blue is. But to properly display the Tennessee flag, the left-hand star should be the higher star because it represents the east part of the state where the mountains are, and the mountains are the highest geographical area, which is weird because technically the left, as you're looking at a map, is the west side, but that's just the way the flag is set up. So just a little piece of information for you. The school I teach at is Summit High School. It's located in Thompson Station, Tennessee. The bigger city is Spring Hill, Tennessee. Population of the school is around 1,700. We could be up to 1,800 by the end of the first 9 weeks. It's the third fastest growing county in Tennessee. We are 83% white, 8% African American, 5% Hispanic, 4% Asian, Native American, and other Indian and Pakistan and those Middle Eastern, whatever it might be. Picture of our home football stadium is probably the best it's ever looked. That's why I took a picture of it that day. The Thompson Station, Tennessee seal, and then obviously a picture of the front of our school, Summit High School. Critical reflections. What is a school mission statement? Well, a school mission statement is how a school is described to others. It answers 3 questions. Whom do you seek to serve? What do you seek to accomplish? And how will you proceed? What methods are you going to use to accomplish those goals? It means that a mission statement should include ages and other characteristics of the students that they serve, the curriculum philosophy and instructional approaches that you intend to use, an overall goal or 2 of the school, and 1 or 2 special features of the school. That information came from the Center for School Change in 2012. What is a school vision statement? Well, a school vision statement is a good, powerful statement, and it's one that gives everyone in the organization a vivid sense of purpose in the work that they do. That's from Owens in 2017. He also said that school districts that are serious about changing their visions must start with a thorough evaluation of their core beliefs and how those can be expressed in clear mission and vision statements. They have to be willing to take those core beliefs and implement them into their mission and vision statements. If you're not willing to do that, then there's no point in revamping what you currently have. What is the role and importance of school vision and mission statements? The ultimate goal of mission and vision statements are to identify and promote a school's purpose and intent, and motivate its teachers and the community stakeholders to take ownership and contribute to that mission and or vision. Owens also says that if we enable educators to truly find their purpose in the work that they do, i.e. their true north, with structures that help them connect the purpose with a larger organization-wide goal, then we have created a potent tool for driving innovative change that our students and communities deserve. I love that, so that's why I chose it as one of the quotes to include. How do school mission and vision statements work together? Well, they tend to explore the same similar themes that are important to a school's community. They focus on the age of students. Preschool vision statements tend to explore themes of safety, development, and love. High school vision statements are about preparing students for the world. And universities tend to focus on inspiring future leaders. That information is from Drew in 2020. What are the processes for collaboratively developing a mission and vision? The steps that stood out to me the most were listed in the resource by the Georgia Leadership Institute in 2014. It said that properly cast a vision or develop a mission, schools and leaders need to solicit, collaborate, present, and unveil. If you solicit something, you're going to take the input from all the staff members and district school stakeholders that you can, possibly get your hands on. You want to collaborate with the school leadership team to draft a statement based on the input that you got from various stakeholders. You want to present a draft of those statements to all staff in order to allow for revision and discussion. And then when you unveil it, the school vision statement needs to be given to all stakeholders in order to ensure awareness of the intended direction of the school over the next 3 to 5 years. What are the processes for collaboratively developing a mission and vision? Well, to develop both mission and vision statements is extremely important. However, there's reasons to engage multiple sources when developing these statements. Kern and Allen, in an article they wrote for theconversation.com, said, schools need to balance parent interests, the local community, political pressures, information and misinformation available online, and constant pressures on time and resources. Collaborating to ensure these types of things are balanced and effective can be achieved through multiple methods. Community surveys asking for input and or employing a team to focus on the writing of the statements that consists of teachers, administrators, counselors, community stakeholders, and district members could also be a good way to get multiple perspectives. What are the characteristics of a well-written mission and vision? Well, Matthew Lynch in 2018 said they need to be academically focused, since that's the primary function of a school environment. The objectives need to be clearly expressed. That allows all the stakeholders to participate in the school's model. They need to be clearly displayed. They need to be, placed all over the school. Different locations, cafeteria, gym, bulletin boards, on the website, in the newsletters. They need to be present in the classroom. This is where I probably made my biggest mistake so far in my career, is they should be the primary driving force for teachers when they plan and implement their lessons. I did not and have not done a great job of including this the mission and vision statements into the way I teach in my classroom. I've always kind of treated my room as my own area, obviously doing what I'm told and working towards a common goal, but not taking those statements into consideration. And then it needs to be actively modeled. It must be expertly articulated. I love that term, expertly articulated by the school's top administrators. Common problems associated with the school mission and vision statements. Most mission and vision statements are too broad or vague. They need to be able to be put into action. The language used with them cannot be ambiguous or meandering. The most commonly used words are community, safe, lifelong learning, potential, achieve, and excellence. A lot of these statements are empty thoughts without direction or calls to action on how to achieve the plan they set forth. It's important to, be decisive and make sure that these plans can be put into place and put into practice. My own personal professional critiques, I'm just going to read this, kind of touched on this already. Honestly, prior to this assignment, I just thought mission and vision statements were things that schools had in place to sound good and start to give direction to teachers and community members towards the direction that administration wanted to take it. I've always worked in districts that have organized and highly respected mission and vision statements, And I would even go so far as to say that they are well written and considered to be effective. I've just never taken the proper time to respect, read, and try to enact what they were saying within my own classroom. I have had administrators both make a big deal out of them and push the agenda of what they were trying to say in their statements. And I've had principals mention them at the beginning of school and then never revisit them. In all instances, though, I was the one who did not take heed in what they were trying to accomplish. For that, I feel like I've dropped the ball to this point in my career, and hopefully I can be better at this moving forward. And I've got my little sad emojis, my embarrassed emoji, oops, and then oh no. The school mission statement and vision statement for Summit High School, when I Googled this, actually the same thing popped up for both. So we clearly don't have two separate entities, which is something I think we need to fix. But the one that we do have, I think, is pretty good. It reads, quote, "The family at Summit High School exists to cultivate lifelong learners who embody excellence in academics, athletics, and the arts in a safe environment that is supported by our families, staff, and community. The vision of Summit High School is to be a supportive community of active learners." As I say right here in this next part, my favorite part of this vision statement is the part that says the vision of Summit High School is to be a supportive community of active learners. That cuts right through the frill and makes a statement. It doesn't make a suggestion or offer hope or anything like that. It tells you directly what we support in the community that we're trying to engage with within our walls at Summit High School. Changes or suggestions that I might make. I definitely think there needs to be both a mission and a vision statement. They're two different things, stating two different thoughts, so they should be separate. I would even suggest maybe to take the current statement that we have and just break it up into those two separate things. The way that they're piggybacking off of each other already, I don't think it'd be a major change, and nothing major would need to be done to make them, different from what they are. Just split them up. I would also request that we sit down and at least review it as well to make sure that it is as current as we can make it, given the educational climate that we're working in now, the pandemic and the political climate that we've moved past a little bit, but tensions are still high. You still see race in the media, and there's still stuff, it feels like, especially down here in the South. It's not bad where we live, but it is still an issue with race and political tensions and things like that. The masks versus non-masks. Now we're talking about vaccinations, and it can be a lot. So I just want to make sure that those mission statements kind of mesh with each other. Here's my references. And then my personal statements for Dr. Reed. Thank you guys for your attention. I look forward to meeting you guys in your videos and working with anybody down the road if we collaborate on anything. If you have any questions, let me know. If anybody is a football coach and wants to talk ball, just let me know. Thanks, guys.